Good morning, everybody. Captain Tommy Scoville, and you are on the lifeboat. It's Tuesday, people. Good morning. I took a long rest last night. I can't remember the last time that I didn't put up 3 videos in one day. We've been pushing and really doing a lot of live feeds because it gets us a lot of hours. That's always good stuff. But more importantly, it really gives everybody a chance to get to know one another, kind of hang out almost like you would in a chat room. And the interaction that happens during the live feeds, everybody just loves. We get a lot of really cool feedback from all of you. But last night I've been burning the candle at both ends for what feels like a month, but I'm sure it was only about a couple of weeks. But I rested. I feel a whole lot better. I could have rested more, but I'll tell you what, I reached out to a bunch of people. I answered all of the texts and messages that I've been getting and haven't had a chance to get back to. But it was a great day yesterday. The goodbye letter from Mitchell. This is for you, my man. Awesome letter. So many people have commented on that, Mitchell. I'll tell you what, the tone in that letter and the PS. I think it was. I'm trying to remember who it was that commented on it, that just said that the way that your voice comes through that letter, and the PS was just a punctuation, and I think it really reached a lot of people, and that's the dream. It's I've said before, the more you become the product here, the better off the boat is. And we've said from the word go, which again seems like an eternity ago that we started this, but people, we're less than like 65 days old, right? We're brand new, but we've come a long way in 65 days. But back then we said, no apologies. We're trying to get YouTube for a partner, not so that I can get rich. You're not going to get rich on YouTube. I guess there are people that do, but it's, statistically, it's a very difficult way to try to make a living. What we're trying to do is have them have a vested interest in how much they push the product, right? Which is us, the boat. So you need to knock out the 4,000 hours, which is comes out to be about 250,000 minutes. And when you say it that way, and you figure you're putting up a 15-minute video, 250,000, 250,000 minutes is a long time. It really is, and that's been the goal, and it's somewhat a daunting one, but we're there, people. We were right there. If it doesn't happen tonight, that'll be really odd. I would pretty much guarantee that at 2 o'clock this morning Pacific time, when YouTube redoes their metrics and all their analytics, because they're an East Coast deal. They close down at midnight, but about 2 o'clock on the West Coast is when all of the updates come through, and you can check from the previous day's stuff. And about 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. So this evening coming up, but tomorrow morning. It's gonna read 4,000 hours. We're there with 250,000 minutes. You people did this. And look, I'll take some credit. I definitely have put in a decent amount of time trying to get to the 4,000 hours. Did a lot of live feeds. People doing 2.5 hour live feeds, and doing 2-hour live feeds, and doing them back to back to back to back. It's a challenge. Unless you're going to sit and go, but if you're trying to actually keep some kind of continuity and some kind of product that is even halfway entertaining, to be able to talk for 120 to 180 minutes, and to do it night after night, it's a challenge. And then on top of that, there's a lot of other things that you can do to grow a channel. When we first launched this thing, I got a real boost from my older brother's channel, obviously, and from the fact that I had been doing Tommy's Picks over there, and had a pretty decent size following that I had built on Instagram. And when I built Instagram, I tried to I could have gone on Instagram and just gone down the list of everybody that was subscribed to Johnny, and just, hey, I'm Johnny's brother, and done that 13,000 times. But out of at the time, 8,000 people that I had on Instagram, only 400 of them were on both my my Instagram and Johnny's. So I had built a pretty unique following and done some different stuff with my Instagram page than than Johnny had done with his. So a decent amount of them came over as well. But the real boost to this, people, has not come from Johnny. But I mean, he's supported me, beautifully. But what I'm talking about is Mark Wages. Mark, what you've done for this channel, what you've done for me as a friend and really as a brother now has been astounding. You've been here to support me when things were awesome, and you've been here to support me when things are frustrating as hell, and you can't get the damn software to go. And you've remained calm through a lot of situations that I simply could not remain calm through. And what you've done to help paint this boat and make it look professional. People, we want to look good for the crew, but that's not what we're doing. What we're doing. You people would show up if the boat wasn't looking polished and professional. You're here to hang out with one another. You're here to support one another. People like Joe, 3 days. Today's day 3, Joe, of 17 years, people have been doing meth every single day and has never once tried to quit. Everybody around him does it, but he came across the channel. I can't tell you what a fantastic conversation I had with this man yesterday. He's just a great dude, and well, you're gonna get a chance to meet him a lot more in the very near future. But yeah, just the complexion of this boat, the way it's been polished up and taken care of. He came across the boat and just sort of said, he said to me, I don't even really know how I found it. People, we're polishing this up so that when our partner, who we're going to be partners with tonight, because we just hit the numbers, when they start pushing us out to the world, we want to look like a professional product. We don't want to look like some rinky-dink operation, some dude just, filming with his iPhone and just talking to the camera. And we'd like to look like we're a serious channel, and we are. We have a very serious mission, and you people have been on board with it from the word go. There's another goodbye letter tonight. You definitely want to catch that, and there's going to be a live feed tonight. People, there might be 2, because out of 240,000 minutes, we need a little over 600 for this to be the starting line, not the finish line. That's when this thing takes off. But I had digressed. I was talking about how when this first came over, I had all of the people that came from Johnny, and I had all the people that then came from Wages World. Now, people, what's happening is word of mouth. As new people come on, I try to give them a shout out. Hey, I'm Captain Tommy. Welcome to the boat. Please hit the live feeds. Introduce yourself to one another. Blah blah blah. Right. And one of the questions I like to ask people is, how did you come across the lifeboat? And I'm getting probably at least 6 out of 10 people will say, so-and-so told me that I should check it out. People, in the beginning, when I first started to build this, I used to say, if you really want to help it, tell your friends about the lifeboat. I don't say that anymore. Maybe because I got lazy, or maybe because I thought, I don't want to sound like I'm pushing it too hard. I should have stuck with it, because obviously there's no stronger way to acquire new subscribers than to say, hey, if you come through a friend, chances are that's a recommendation you're going to take seriously. But in the last month, we have brought in, probably 150 to 160 subscribers, and lost probably 110, somewhere in there. And the nature of the channel, the nature of the fact that we talk about rehabilitation, it's like the app that I talk about where it says how many days you've been sober. When you decide you're going to quit, you get that app. When you decide you're going to relapse, you delete that app, right? And that happens a lot with this channel. You get people that come over who are gung-ho, and then they slip a little bit, and they feel like, I don't want to go and hear this guy talk about staying clean. So, but the beautiful thing is, when those turnovers happen, we get a core group that sticks together and continues to grow. So, we're really where we want to be, but boy, oh boy, folks, this is about to get real, because tonight I've got all the paperwork filled out already to apply to be a business partner with YouTube, because we did it. We got 600 minutes. We're pretty close to that's about what we average a day, maybe a little bit less, and maybe sometimes a little bit more. We had one day that was almost double that, but so it's just it's a like I said, if it does not happen today, there is no chance on God's green earth that it does not happen tomorrow. We're there, people. But I want to thank everybody. And before I forget, I want to read something too that I saw, which I think is kind of fascinating. Some of you will definitely get a kick out of this. Some of you not as much, but you should find this funny. Let me get this here. Okay, people, this one, let's be a little shout out to my brother Johnny in this as well. This article it's from a news feed, and it's called a Nobel Touch. The 2021 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine was awarded Monday to 2 American scientists whose work into how bodies perceive temperature and touch could help pave the way for a novel, non-opioid pain treatment. Yeah, a painkiller that isn't dope, which is just an unbelievable concept for non-opioid pain treatments. Dr. David Julius used capsaicin, the substance that makes chili peppers hot, to identify the molecular receptors in the skin that convert heat into the sensation of pain. Dr. Artem Papatian, I believe is how you say it. It's a tough one. Papatian, really tough name to pronounce, discovered the sensors in cells that detect pressure using a tiny pipette to poke individual cells to find those that respond with an electric signal. People, this basically validates what my brother Johnny has been saying for a very long time concerning peppers and the ability for them to treat pain. And these people just got a Nobel Peace Prize for it. How cool is that? Well, not a Nobel Peace Prize, a Nobel Prize. A Nobel Prize for Medicine and Physiology, which is just super cool. So, people, if there's a video of ours that you haven't seen, watch it today. We want this to be the night. And it's a foregone conclusion, people. We could get hit by a truck. This thing is still going to go. But it would be fun if it was tonight instead of tomorrow. But anyway you shake it, people, we did it. We did it, right? Not me. We did it. So to all of those people that love the boat and come here to support day in, day out, thank you so much. And for the haters who show up just to hear what I'm saying, appreciate you. You gave us a good shot in the arm as well. People, I am your captain, Tommy Scoville. Guess what? Down here, you're going to get an opportunity to join this crew. I recommend you do it. When you do, hit that little bell notification. We call that the ship's bell. What that'll do is it'll send you an alert every single time a new video or a live feed goes up so that you don't miss anything we do here, which would be cool. Then, on the other side, those are the videos. If you haven't seen all of them, today'd be a good day. You'll catch up on that. And, yeah. Tomorrow we're going to do a little celebration around here, people. Hopefully we do a victory dance. If we don't, we will have to hold out a whole other 24 hours. But as I said, either way, it is a foregone conclusion. People, I'm Captain Tommy Scoville. You're on the lifeboat. Between now and the next video, you know what I want you to do, right? I want you to spread a little love. And I want you to save somebody.